Viewing tip. A loose nonlinear shake of the head means the person is saying yes. There is a sense of excitement you can almost smell in Chennai air a day before Diwali festivals. But on this day, it is business as usual for the APAs. It is 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and if Rajesh's phone rings, it has to be John Brooks.
Hey John, how are you? I'm fine, John. Thank you for the wishes, Diwali wishes. We are closed from tomorrow only, no problem. What? The walls need to go to Denmark? It's an FCL? Instead of LA? We are expecting the walls only today, John. It has to be custom cleared, it has to be packed. We have to get more products to fill up the container. No problem. We will do it. Thank you. Bye, John. Have a good day.
Rajesh is the sourcing team leader, frankly likes these early calls. It highlights the key points his team should focus on for the day. Rajesh types feverishly on his computer. Emails and Skype messages zip across through the web to his team members. Includes that in his daily things to do meeting agenda points. 9 a.m. at APA, and APAites amble into the office. The team under Rajesh includes Siva, a machining specialist handling machining-related vendors. SRK, nicknamed after the legendary Shah Rukh Khan, the Indian movie star, who handles key vendors. Mohan, an automobile engineer handling local vendors, and Pius, who is not what his name suggests, a motorcycling aficionado and researching deeply into customers' ERP, like Great Plains and Rocky Soft softwares. As soon as they open the computer, a few automatic emails programmed by APA's ERP greet them. An email telling them the part numbers to be supplied this week, part numbers to be available for inspection in the next 10 days. Another email telling them how much money in dollars they will lose as penalty for delayed supplies, mentor performance emails, etc. The team finally gets to see email from Rajesh on his chat with John this morning. To Denmark, huh? Sure, it is going to be a long, busy day. They are unsure whether this is feasible as they find their way to the daily warehouse meeting. At the warehouse meeting, Siva breaks the news that they need to book a container for Denmark today. He tells them that he knows tomorrow is Diwali, but you will hear crackers bursting in Denmark and LA if they do not send it. Siva seldom jokes, but when he laughs, you know he is very serious. Meet Sanjeev, who is in charge of the warehouse. Sanjeev and Siva have a blow-hot, blow-cold relationship. As expected, he immediately challenges Siva, saying that if he can get all the material in by 3 p.m., he will send the container today. No problem, but he doubts whether Siva can meet the deadline. Sanjeev immediately gets on the phone with the logistics provider and starts exploring various options for the container movement to Denmark instead of LA. The sourcing team go for the daily planning meeting. It's the morning meeting with CEO Vedi, where work is assigned and prioritized.
Siva, go to Engineering Services Division, ask them to make a 3D modeling of the container, find out exactly how many pallets need to be filled to fill that container. Okay? Next, Mohan, I know Sanjeev is in charge of warehouse, but you have to help him today to ensure that the valves are packed properly today before 3 o'clock. Rajesh, SRK and Pius, I know it's a special day today, but you cannot forget that you have to work on Rocky Soft and Great Plains. Otherwise, Angad is going to be very angry. In addition to that, SRK, I want you to talk to the gasket manufacturer to ensure that the gaskets are delivered today. And Rajesh, you have to help out. You have to talk to the owners right up there for the liner manufacturer and gasket manufacturer. And if you have any problems, please do give me a call. Guys, Will we send the container to Denmark today? No, sir. That's the spirit.
Siva goes across to the Engineering Services Division to meet the manager, Sriram. Siva requests him to make a quick SolidWorks analysis to find out how many more pallets are needed to fill the container. Sriram's immediate response, yes, you guessed it, no problem. Sriram makes a quick analysis, taking into consideration the odd-sized gasket pallet, and gives him the answer. It turns out that they need 7 pallets of liners and 1 pallet of valves to fill the container. Action time, folks. Siva asks Mohan to go to the warehouse to coordinate the valve packing. Though only 1 pallet is required, it's quite a labor-intensive work, and an extra hand will only help. Then Siva calls Soma, APA's inspector at the liner factory. Problem. Soma tells him that he can't finish inspection before noon because he has his mentor meeting with the QC guys of the liner factory. He also tells him that since he had an issue recently on top locating diameter, that attribute needs to be checked 100%. Siva thinks for a moment, and he quickly decides to go to the factory and help an inspection to finish early. No problem. APA's procurement services handle over 4,500 parts sourced all over the world for their customers. This can't be ignored even a day, Denmark container or not. Rajesh, SRK, and Pius are on the computer typing away ferociously, checking PO prices, ship dates in GP, move in, move out, past due reports, and segregating orders on the forecasting software to non-Indian and Indian suppliers. Rajesh checks the reports, imagines he is Angad, and makes corrections. Pius releases orders from ERP and sends to the suppliers. Careful, guys, Rajesh warns. Angad is watching these orders like a hawk. Siva reaches the liner factory and straight away goes for inspection of liners. Soma joins after finishing his mentor meeting. They pull out random liners as per AQL sampling size process. Inspecting in tandem works out well, and they are on target to finish by 2 p.m. Siva calls Sanjeev to inform this and asks him to arrange for a customs inspection at 3 p.m. Well, that isn't easy, but who can say no to the suave Sanjeev?
Yes. Good morning, ma'am. Happy Diwali. Thank you, ma'am. How is your son doing at the college? Oh, really? No problem. That principal is my neighbor. I'll handle it, ma'am. Don't worry about that. I need your help, ma'am. Please do come for inspection around 3 o'clock. Please, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Liners arrive at 3 p.m. and within 30 minutes, Customs gives their approval. No problem. APA's weekly sourcing meeting is being held in spite of the Denmark container deadline. In this meeting, all the sourcing teams get together to solicit ideas from other team members for the various sourcing projects underway. They also review the actual performance vis-a-vis plan for the month. In the office, accounts manager Vanchi works on APA's ERP and Pius on customers' ERP, generating the respective POs and invoices. They exchange information and ensure it tallies in both ERPs. The shipping bills, customs documents, inspection reports, etc. are generated. Siva and Rajesh cross-check it and give approval for container loading. The container comes at 5 and Sanjeev looks relieved. The warehouse staff do the preliminary checks before starting a load with pallets. They complete the stuffing at 7 p.m. and the container leaves for the port. It's celebration time and Rajesh congratulates all the team members for coming together to make this difficult task possible. He hurries back to his phone to attend the Tuesday customer call with Henry on liners. In a few minutes, John calls and inquires about the container to Denmark.
Hey John. Yeah, good news, the container has left. No problem.
John is thrilled and appreciates the team for the good effort. Another day at APA where all their service offerings, sourcing, inspection, procurement, engineering, warehouse, logistics, software, and accounts teams came together to complete a task. The team fully realizes that overseas sourcing challenges are the reason APA exists. Not just exist, but be a class apart.
No problem. No problem. No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.